you. That's right. There's something really special about that. You might be like, amethyst is amethyst. Like, what's the difference? Well, I'm going to show you. You're going to fall in love with these pieces. Hey, we already got Dragon 82 there watching. We already got some people getting in right at the top of it. I love it. That's awesome. This is about as on time as we've ever been. That's really awesome too. But yeah, I've got 19 or 20-ish pieces of deep, dark, purple gemstones, Moroccan Amethyst, as part of the Shop LC live stream. Here's what you're going to do. When I show you the item, I'm going to tell you what the number is of it. So the first item I show you, spoiler alert, it's going to be Shop 1, SHOP1, no space. If you comment that in the chat, do that if you're interested in the piece. It's not an obligation to buy. It just means you're going to receive a DM, and then you can click on that link that we will send you. That takes you to the website. From the website, you can just check out like you would at any other e-commerce website. However, the cool thing, the reason that you're watching me, the reason that you're not just browsing on our website anyway, is that I'm going to give you a secret discount code. Well, it's not that secret. I'm going to say it about 227 times throughout the show. Live25. When you use Live25 at checkout, let me get out of the way, get my big old head out from there. Use code LIVE25 at checkout to receive an additional 25% off. If you're watching on some of these platforms, I don't know if it's up here, if it's up there, or it's down there. It just depends on what platform. Because you might be watching me on YouTube. You might be watching me on the Shop LC website, the Shop LC app, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We're all over the place. But I digress. Anyways, comment that if you're interested in a piece. You'll get the link. You'll go from there. Don't forget your discount code. What's the first one we're doing here?
Yes, we are going to jump into...
I got all kinds of beautiful, beautiful Moroccan amethysts.
Doing a round cut sunburst.
Round cut sunburst. Are we super confident it's not an oval?
We're going to have some pendants and earrings to go along.
Are we super confident it's not the oval? It's an oval. It just kind of looks like that on that screen. The screen's a little squished. And he had a heavy lunch, at least behind the scenes. He's doing the clicks, the clacks, the bleeps, and the bloops, but he's a hungry fella. He's our hungry caterpillar behind the scenes. And he was commenting before. Maybe you heard me. I don't know what time the thing actually popped on. Do you know what the millennial pause is?
I do not know what
You do not know? I didn't know what it was either, and I'm a millennial, so it's like I heard that there's this thing that we get made fun of millennials called the millennial pause, and it's that whenever we do like a live stream type thing, or we hit like go, we like are a deer in the headlights at the first second because we're waiting to confirm that we're live, and apparently that makes us awkward and not cool. But it's like, and every time I'm usually like, okay, now we're live. So I'm definitely guilty of the millennial pause, but I don't know what the solution is to it. You just are already talking like I tried to do today. Anyways.
I believe that is the solution.
I'm bringing that all up. Hey, write in. You don't need to just be putting in the Shop 1, Shop 2, Shop 3, or whatever it is. I want to hear from you. I want to know how your day's going. We got a pretty lovely day here in Austin, Texas. It gets so hot in the summer, but right now is that kind of spring moment where you're either going to get about 40 inches of rain in about 12 seconds and be humid and miserable, or it's going to be beautiful and cool and sunny. And today we have the latter. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, we had both all in one fell swoop. We had flood warnings, and then it was like a bright, beautiful, sunny day after my car was washing away. Okay, but here we go. This is your Shop 1. This is premium Moroccan Amethyst and Moissanite. So those sparkling white gemstones that you see, those are Moissanites. Your total gem weight on this is 3.9 carats, but we have a mix of baguette cut and round cut Moissanites. Moissanites are taking the world by storm. They were first discovered by Henry Moissan in an impact crater from a meteorite back in the day. And so, yeah, they found natural moissanite from there, but, well, we can't just go scraping every meteor crater hoping to find a whole bunch of these. So they found out a way to lab create them. So all moissanites, well, most moissanites, except for maybe that first one, which is, I'm guessing, in a museum somewhere, or, I don't know, are lab created. But here's why that's cool. This is why people love moissanite, because it is even more refractive than a diamond. It diffuses the light. So, look, I say this every time I have a moissanite, but I'm going to keep saying it. You know the poster, the album cover, Dark Side of the Moon. You got the prism, you got the light beam, hits the one side, then boom, out the other side you get that rainbow. Well, if a diamond splits the light like that, Moissanite splits it even more, so you get more of like a rainbow flash coming out of your moissanites. This is rhodium over sterling silver as well. Most of the pieces I believe I have in my show today are 925 nickel-free sterling silver. This one has rhodium over it. Rhodium is a fancy metal. It comes from the platinum family of metals, so that's very similar. It has a lot of the exact same properties and principles that platinum does, but it just gives you a little bit more of a mirror polished, shimmery, shiny finish on with a little bit of durability. So that's what's cool about that. So you have 12 baguette moissanites. Those are those longer, kind of long, rectangle-y shaped gemstones, and then 12 round cuts surrounding that Moroccan amethyst. And that Moroccan amethyst is an 11 by 9 millimeter, 3.43 carat weight amethyst. We're calling this the Regal Bloom Ring, and I see the regality and I see the bloom. Purples, yeah, it's back in the day, particularly in places, I believe it was Italy, certain people, or it might have been England as well, but only certain people were even allowed to wear purple because it was considered such a regal color. It was blasphemy. You're wearing purple. Oh, well, how dare you mock the king? How dare you, wear the color of royalty? So it was kind of inaccessible to people for a very long time. But anyway, I got to get into the specifics of Moroccan amethyst though before I get too carried away here. One thing that's really cool about Moroccan amethyst is that it naturally has small red rutiles in it, little rutilations in it. Actually, I'm pulling out my loop here already. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to actually physically show. We just had this on our live broadcast the other day where they've got the super fancy cameras. I unfortunately just have the little camera phone in front of me that I can show things off on, and then I can point at the still images behind me. But that's the limitations of the live stream. But because we are down to the basic nuts and bolts, that's how we keep the prices as low as we do. But when you look into this gemstone, of course you have that base color, your natural classic great purple color of amethyst with all of your violets and all that fun stuff. But these little hairline inclusions, but cool inclusions inside your gemstone have a little bit of red, a red tinge to them. And when they catch the light, it just gives your gemstone a little bit more fire. I know, we're talking amethyst, we're talking the quartz family. A lot of people don't think of it as being as high-end or anything, but still, within even the quartz family, you've got lower quality and you've got higher quality. And Moroccan amethyst is one of the top quality gemstones and when it comes to amethyst and quartz. But also it's because of how unique it is. And there's really something about a gemstone being a signature of the location that it comes from, and knowing that you're talking about something from Morocco. We have footage from there. I know I sent you a link earlier, but there's there's so many videos in there. But we'll intersperse those throughout as we keep talking about it. But either way, we got to get through our first presentation so you understand the drill a little bit better, so that you understand how it goes. As I said, it's an 11 by 9 millimeter oval cut, 3.43 carat Moroccan amethyst at the center of your Regal Bloom Ring, 925 sterling silver, part of our DeJoy line. And every other day here at Shop LC, you would be paying $109.99. $109.99 for a 3.9 carat total gem weight ring. With your beautiful Moroccan amethyst, with your sparkling moissanites, with your mixed cuts between your baguette cuts and your round cuts. But after you apply your Live 25 discount code on the Moroccan amethyst, that's going to take your price all the way down to $82.49. That's what happens when you shop with me, Casey Ford, on the Shop LC live stream. Or, hey, guess what? You can also split that into 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $16.50 per month. Budget pay, it's just an option at checkout. You check the box, there's no credit checks, there's no fees, there's no interest on it. It's just a matter of checking the box, deciding that's how you're going to move forward with it. We don't wait until you pay it off. It's not layaway. We will ship you the ring. You will pay it off over the course of 5 months. We'll probably have we might have some pieces where it won't be 5 payments. It might be 3 or 4 payments. But the maximum that we tend to go to on these is 5 equal monthly payments, just to make sure that that's something that you're aware of. as we move forward. So this one is, as I said, comment shop 1, SHOP1, no space. Just comment that. Elias behind the scenes, he will send you the link. You'll click on it, takes you to our website. You'll actually be looking at the same information I'm looking at right here. So you can pretend that you're hosting your own live stream. You can pretend to present it too if you want. That would be weird, but hey, I won't judge. Wow. $82.49 on Shop 1. Great way to start off the show, and I believe we have a matching pendant.
Yes, we're
I
going
believe we
to
have
shout
a
out to
matching.
Antonia joining us on YouTube, sending some love.
Cool, Antonio. Was Antonio watching yesterday? I don't think so. I know we had Adrian was watching yesterday, but Antonio, cool. I love getting any kind of interaction. So thanks for being out there. Thanks for sending me a little emoji and keeping my spirits up. It makes it so much easier for me to keep my energy up out here on this fabulous Friday afternoon. So anybody else who's got anything to share, any criticisms even, I can take it. Let's have some fun. That's what it's all about. The live stream, it's just me. You can interact right with me. Hey, we're Shop LC. We have a live 24/7, 365 broadcast, but that's the TV. That's the up and down through the satellites. It's a whole production. It's not just two people having fun in the studio. It's a whole, let me get my big fat head out of the way of the piece coming up there. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, that's kind of the drill. We were just selling the Moroccan Amethyst on the broadcast on Monday. So I usually, on Thursday, I sometimes have what was aired on the Sunday, and then now that I'm doing a Friday, which is a little unusual, I guess I'm getting what's left over from the Monday show. Oh boy, he's just got the leftovers? Well, I got the best leftovers on the planet. Because here's the thing, there's not enough left of these pieces for us to put them back on the TV for the most part. It's just not worth the airtime. It's too expensive to do a live national broadcast with all the TVs and the broadcast equipment and the super fancy cameras. So I get the leftovers. I get to slash the price with that Live 25 discount code. You get to take it home. You get to enjoy it. You get to sparkle and shine and get all the compliments that you're going to receive when you get pieces like this. So we are moving on to the matching pendant. This one's going to be Shop 2. Comment Shop 2 if you're interested. Somebody, hello, I can't see the rest of the name. It says that we were frozen for a bit. I don't know if we're back.
Hello, my friends, 307 joining us.
Yeah, that's the one that was saying that we were frozen, but also said hello. Well, I'm saying hello back if I'm unfrozen for you. Hello, my friends. Hello, my friend. Hello, my friends. That's a weird way of putting it, but that's screen names are kind of funny, aren't they? Sometimes when they're all like one word too, I'm like, oh, where's the word break between these things? I know some people got in trouble when they had an album release party, and just the way that the spacing was, or the lack of spacing made people read it. Silly stuff like that. But okay, either way, we've got the pendant. Ooh, we still got the ring details up there, although I imagine the pendant's going to be remarkably similar as part of the Joy line. Oh man, am I going to talk them through bundle buying? Am I going to have to talk them through bundle buying? This is an 11 by 9 millimeter, 3.3 carat, deep purple Moroccan amethyst, once again with 12 baguette cut moissanites and 12 round cut moissanites. Look at the color coming through that. Look at the sparkle. Look at the shine. I love how when we invite some of our quartz family gemstones to the party, we can really go big. We can really go bold, but we can really keep the prices nice and low and affordable for you. Oh, this is one of our Moroccan rose amethysts as well. They're sometimes a little bit lighter. That's the thing. We also carry Rose de France amethyst. Doesn't come from France. We just kind of call it that because of the shade that it has. But same design. You got your round cut, baguette cut, round baguette, alternating all throughout your Regal Bloom pendant. And it does come with a chain. You get your 20-inch chain. Wanted to make sure before I made any promises out there to all you fine people watching, wherever you're watching from. Lobster claw clasp, nice and simple. Here's your in-flight safety demonstration. Oop, I was a little way off the mark there in terms of anybody being able to see it. Lobster claw, right through the loop. There you go. 20 inches. Beautiful pendant. I'm even going to show you the back of the pendant just to talk about how intricate it is, how no detail is left unthought of, undesigned. Does anybody out there know, like, designers, like actual not necessarily like fashion designers, not necessarily jewelry designers. I had to work with a lot of designers in college when I worked at the campus magazine. So they were more like from the graphic design line, but they were still designer generalists. Man, designers, I mean, when you subscribe to that philosophy that everything in the world is designed, and that's what they, that's how they're taught, that, whether it's the corridor of a hallway, whether it's this, whether it's that. Quite frankly, they can be relatively neurotic people sometimes because they really pay attention to so many details. And I'm not a designer myself. I don't think I could. I look at the world with a pretty intense attention to detail, but not so much that I would necessarily think to do such an intricate design on the backside of your pendant in your 3.7 total carat weight regal bloom pendant necklace in rhodium over sterling silver with 20-inch chain. Once again, 925 sterling silver, nickel free. Let me talk about that a little bit too. 925 sterling silver means that it's 925 parts silver per thousand. You always have to make an alloy when it comes to the metals in your jewelry. And different companies, they will cut their metal with cheaper other alloys and metals. So nickel, if you know somebody who, when they wear silver for a bit, their finger or whatever part of their skin starts turning kind of like a blue or a green, a lot of the time, maybe most of the time, look, I'm not a doctor, they're reacting to the nickel content that cheaper jewelry manufacturers put into their silver. We do not put nickel in our jewelry because we know that it can make people react. My mother always reacts to all kinds of metals, and it's probably not nickel for her because she just reacts to everything. Again, let me get my head out of the way there so you can admire that pendant behind me. So yes, that's the deal with 925 sterling silver. And 925 is the standard, the hallmark for being able to call something sterling silver, not just silver. A beautiful 9 by 11 millimeter, 3.3 carat. Matches the ring very well, actually. Let me put them next to each other so you can admire them for yourself. Beautiful. Let me put a ruler on this one as well. I know people are always asking. It's one thing to hear the carat weights, but it can be a little tricky. Top to bottom, from the top of the bell to the bottom of the pendant, we're talking, oh man, this is how fussy I am, and this is how attention to detail I am. It's 15/16 of an inch. Yes, I get that fussy about it because I want you to know exactly what you're getting. 15/16 of an inch. Bell to bottom. Look, I'll even give you the top of just the moissanites all the way down to the bottom of the moissanites. And there we are talking 5/8 of an inch. 5/8 of an inch.
We're actually looking at the same price as well.
And we're looking at the same price. Yes, let's get to that price since it's the same anyway. Everyday low at Shop LC, $109.99. After your Live 25 discount code, which you cannot forget to use at checkout. I want you to save as much as you possibly can. So remember your Live 25 discount code. That takes it down to $82.49. And once again, budget payments available, 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments, taking it down to $16.50 per month for 5 months. It's that simple. It's that easy. There it is. Let me use code LIVE25. There's your reminder. There's my thumb. I'm pinching the LIVE25. Perspective tricks. And just that articulated bell as well, the way that it kind of moves a little bit, it's going to dance, it's going to catch the light, it's going to sparkle, it's going to be magnificent. You are going to get compliments on it. They're going to... A lot of times I have some of the stranger gemstones, the rarer gemstones, things that people haven't heard of. Yesterday I had turquoisite for you. I was trying to talk you through, like, hey, when people see it, they're going to be like, what is that? Well, and then their guess is going to vary depending on what light your turquoisite is in because it changes colors depending on the light source. People are going to recognize amethyst. It's one of the most famous gemstones out there. But they might say something like, but I've never seen amethyst that dark. Or I've never seen an amethyst that catches the light this way. We are moving on to Shop 3, completing our first suite of 3 different pieces in our... Oh boy, I see what's coming. I see what's coming here. Okay, actually, we'll start kind of with the price on this one because guess what? It's also everyday low Shop LC price of $109.99. But once again, you're going to take advantage of that Live 25 discount code, and when you do, that's going to take it down to $82.49, or, once again, you think I would have memorized it by now, $16.50 on 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments. So, we've had 3 pieces. We have had the ring. We have had the pendant. And now we have, is that going to work? The earrings. Well, guess what? Guess what? If you comment either shop 1, shop 2, or shop 3, and you get the link to any one of these items, and you add one to your cart, there's an option to buy this bundle and add all 3 of them together into your shopping cart. And when you bundle all 3 together, you're going to save an additional 15%. That doesn't cancel out your Live 25 discount code. We're stacking the Live 25 discount code, giving you that 25% off when you enter that code. Then we're going to give you an additional 15% off after that if you bundle all 3 together. And when you do, that's going to take... Wow. You're basically, it's from the initial start price of $109.99, you're basically going to get one of these for free, because your final price after bundling and Live 25 discount coding all 3 of these is $210.36. $210.36. But we're going to have to not let you use the budget. No, we're going to let you use the budget pay too. Ha, just kidding. So for just $42.07 per month for 5 months, you can have the entire suite of jewelry, of your Regal Bloom Moroccan Amethyst ring, pendant, and earrings. I wanted to get to all that bundling first, but I want to get back into the specific details here about your earrings, because you knew they match. You know that they also have the moissanites between your mixed baguette and round cut. You know it's a deep dark purple with its oval cut gemstones. You got your shepherd's hook backs with spring loaded. There you go. Nice and easy right through your ear, articulated right like that, so they're going to dance along with you and move. You're going to want a ruler on this as well, so let me accommodate that. Okay, sit straight for me. It was dancing a little bit too much for me to get a really awesome measurement for you, but it is 1 1/4 inch top to bottom, from the top of your backs to the bottom of that very tippy bottom round cut moissanite. 4.5 carats total gem weight. So these earrings have the highest total gem weight of any of the pieces, but for some reason we kept them at $109.99, just like the other 2 for our regular start prices. Oh geez, there's multiple calculators on the screen for me now. So again, if you just want the earrings, which are shop 3, that's going to be $82.49. If you want the earrings, the ring, and the pendant, it's just going to be $210.36. The numbers get kind of goofy once we start doing the discount after discount after discount, and then we end up with what feels like a random string of numbers. It's not random, it's savings. And you're going to save when you shop with Shop LC. How do we do it? Well, we do it because our parent company is a jewelry manufacturing company based out of Jaipur, India, which is the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world. It's where some of the finest jewelry artisans do their thing. And we own that facility. Here's how dedicated we are to savings. That factory is entirely run off of solar power from the solar panels that are on top of the building. So we're not even passing on the energy bill to you that it took to manufacture these earrings. That's how serious we are about it. That's just how we roll. And from there, after the pieces are manufactured, it gets shipped right to us. It goes to the warehouse that's off to my left here. I'm parked closer to the warehouse than I am to this building. And then, they ship it out directly to you. There's no middlemen. We bought it from some brick and mortar. And if we sent it to this person who is a regional director who then takes it to a trade show, who then sells it to whoever, and then it ends up in somebody's Etsy shop, by that point it's, so many other people have had to make a buck off of it. But it went from the manufacturer to us to you. Cutting those people out means that we can give you amazing low prices, like $210.36 for an entire suite of Moroccan amethyst jewelry. And that's the thing too, we go directly to the source. We buy the parcel of rough gemstones directly from the miners in Morocco. Then we ship that rough to India. We do the cutting, the polishing, the shaping, the faceting, all that fun stuff ourselves. We do the designs. We put them into our own designs. And Lovely designs at that. Speaking of lovely designs, look at this one.
I was about to say that.
This is the premium Moroccan Amethyst and multi-gemstone Stardust Crown ring. Stardust Crown. Well, it's saying multi-gemstones, but what I see are Wello opals. Oh, I see the other multi-gemstone. I see it now. So, okay, we'll start with that Moroccan Amethyst at the center, though. That's a 5.53 carat, so over 5.5 carats in Moroccan Amethyst, a 14 by 10 millimeter oval cut, deep purple Moroccan Amethyst. Then we have pear cut Ethiopian Wello opals, 18 of them weighing 1.93 carats. Those are those ones kind of spiraling out from the center here. And this is where it gets tricky. And the framing's different for each of the different platforms. So some of you might see this big old panel light up above my head making my bald head shine. Some of you might not see that light because you're watching me as a square. Oh, we got Stay Grindin' watching. We got Carmelita watching. We got Miss Pat Perkins out there. And Tony Peacemaster. And Dougie It's Me. And Honey Lalawani. Lalwani, my bad. Excuse me on that. Like I said, some of the screen names trip me up a little bit. But I love knowing that you're out there. I love calling you out. You know, go ahead and comment. I want to know what you're up to today. Here we go. We got it behind me. And then I want to know what these other secret gemstones that are almost hiding from me because they're almost caught up in all the glory of one of my other favorite gemstones, Wello opal. Okay, so there's your big old Moroccan Amethyst. Okay, then there are round zircons. So the ones that took me a bit to see because they're getting upstaged by your opals and your amethyst, you have all these round cut white zircons in a halo between your amethyst and your Wello opals. 58 of them, because they also continue down the twisting shoulders of your ring. You see there's 2 rows going down the shoulders here. And they kind of rotate around 2 different lines of white zircons on the other side as well. But then you have your 18 pair cut Ethiopian Wello opals. I love Ethiopian Wello opal. Actually, I'm going to see what I can do here. Opals don't love light too much, but man, when you put them in the right setting, either by candlelight or just in more of a dim setting. Look, I'm in an overlit studio. That's just how we roll here. It's just what it is. So here, but watch. I mean, I think you were already seeing as I shaded it. Can you see all that color popping out? Oh, look at that red flash right there, right there. That green flash on that other one. Yeah, and I'm not doing anything tricky besides just putting a little bit of a shadow on top of it to let them shine in the dark like a candle, like a rainbow luminescent candle. I'm going to flip it upside down the other way too, because that's probably going to pull out some different colors from some of the different gemstones. I love Wello opal. I love opals in general. I love any phenomenon gemstone. What I love, they're a relatively recent discovery. I want to say that they were first discovered in Ethiopia in 2009, but they've had a lot of trouble with the mining of it. The mines, you can also find tantalum in those mines. That's another fancy metal that's used in a lot of different technologies. Actually, maybe you do, maybe you don't have one of these things in your pocket or sitting nearby. Well, these things, they need some tantalum. So what happened to a lot of the Ethiopian Wello opal mines is when it comes to mining in those areas, you kind of have to decide, you got to prioritize getting the opals or getting the tantalum. And the tantalum is becoming the more valuable thing due to things like cell phones. So sometimes they start by trying to mine the Wello opal. Then they find that mining opal is really hard because opal's a relatively soft stone. And eventually they kind of go, that's too hard, man. We're going to start pulling the metal out. We're going to get the tantalum, and who cares how many carats of opal we dynamite or blow up or destroy in the process, because that stuff's tough. So that's kind of what happens to a lot of mining ventures. And then, because they still were having a lot of incidents with it, were just the mines that kept going for the opal. Like I said, it's tricky to mine. They just found that they had to go back to using very ancient methods, just pickaxes, everything by hand, and it just wasn't working out. And then they would chip and have a big piece break, And a lot of them, eventually the government came in and actually shut down and revoked the licenses of a lot of the mines because they just weren't getting enough out of it, and they weren't keeping up to the regulations exactly. But the ones that stuck to it, the ones that treated the gemstone with care and did things right in those mines, well, they found beautiful, colorful gemstones like these pear-cut opals. We were actually... I'm part of the team that's done a lot of the behind-the-scenes documentaries that we do here. Now I manage mostly that team. I don't travel as much for the company myself, but I used to go all over the place. Remember we were talking to some of the vendors of Opal. I'm like, hey, can we go there and get some video content? They kind of laughed at me. Excuse me. Gesundheit to myself. But yeah, they were kind of like, hey, can we go there? Can we film? And they kind of looked at us and were like, you're not going to get up there, man. Like, it's up the side of a mountain. It's just by the time you carry a big camera and a tripod and everything, you're gonna keel over. So it was sort of like they sent us some shaky cell phone video type stuff that we do use in our presentations, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just talking up the accent stone. Look, you're going to hear so much about Moroccan Amethyst by the time I'm done that you're going to get tired of it. But either way, 8 carats total gem weight, rhodium over sterling silver. We've got multiple sizes here. I just love how those pear cuts are offset, so it's kind of like a little spiral, almost like a pinwheel of amazing color. And you know what? I'm pulling my loop back out again because I want to look at those red rutiles that you can sometimes see when it comes to Moroccan amethyst. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of lost in the deep purple hues. I should probably take my finger out of it too so I get more light transmitting through it. It's just a premium quality amethyst. If purple's your color, if you love that regal purple hue that you get with this is the gemstone for you. And anyways, we should get to it on this one with the price. This is Shop 4. We are on Shop 4. Comment that if you want a link to it. Everyday low price at Shop LC, $239.99. Not today, not when you're shopping with me, Casey Ford. You're going to use that Live 25 discount code at checkout, which is going to bring it down to $179.99. So we are just barely under $180 for an 8-carat Stardust crown ring. And this, again, on budget pay, would just be $36 per month for 5 months. I know it looks so much bigger and bolder and interesting in the TV, but I want to move it around. I want you to see it sparkle. I want you to see how it catches the light. And again, I'm going to do that shadow thing again really quick so you can see those. See the color. How am I not shading it as well this time? So you can see the color in that. Well, hey, there we go. We got our buddy Aladdin. He's part of the mine out there. I didn't get to go on this trip, unfortunately. Those are those red rutiles I was talking to you about. That's a super microscope. A microscopic view. It's even more than what I can see through the loop. But that's what makes it so special. All these little red lines that kind of pass through it. All those little inclusions. They just give it a little bit more fire. A little bit more personality. Yeah, look, that one's pretty soft. But the color in the one that I have right now is so much deeper, so much darker. Yeah, we actually sent my buddy Michael he's based out of the UK. But they went up there. Yeah, so they're actually red hematite inclusions. Hematite's slightly magnetic. Not that that's really part of the point of it. But yes, that's what it's all about. That's what makes this so much more special and so much more different than the other amethysts that you can find in the market. And now we're moving on to our Shop 5, which is going to be a Moroccan amethyst bracelet. Oh, we got all kinds of fancy cuts in this bracelet. I thought this was a little more simple than it actually is now that I'm getting a better look at it.
And we are doing all 3 sizes at the same price.
We're doing all 3 sizes. We carry our 6.5 inch, our 7.25 inch, and our 8 inch options, and it's going to be the same price. So just pick the size that fits you. If you really want to, no, I know I'm a 6.5 inch wrist, but I'm going to get the 8 inch because I'm probably going to get like 1 more gemstone, or 2 more, 3 more, or 4 more. Hard to say. Just get the size that fits you. Sometimes I hear people who are really into jewelry manufacturing, or not manufacturing, but they like to dabble in making jewelry. I've heard them say, oh, but you could take 2 links out and put a post on the back and make your own earrings. Well, if that's your proclivity, then go for it. But I got all kinds of other 1, 2, 3. I got 3 pairs of earrings coming up throughout the show. But I guess I don't have any with chrome diopside. And that's what you're getting in this. But here, let me show you. I'm going to start from the insert clasp. You got a pair. You got an oval. You got a cushion. You got an oval. You got a pair. You got an oval. You got a round. You got an oval, a pair, oval, a cushion, and an oval. So you got a whole mix of fancy cuts in your bracelet, which is 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. I think I'm holding the 8-inch option. Not that it completely matters, but then between each one of your fancy cut amethysts, you have chrome diopsides. You have a pear cut, which is this larger one. Then you have 2 on either side that are marquise cut. Marquise cut is that 2-sided shape like this. I love that cut. That elongated cut, and you can do a lot of fun things geometrically with that shape. Like put it at either side of a pear to kind of make these little almost clovery, very floral designs within your bracelet. So the total gem weight on your 8-inch is 19 carats. It's 24 marquise chrome diopsides and 12 pear chrome diopsides. Either way, total gem weight 19 carats. Let me show you the back of this as well. Now each link is individually done. Let me put it against my hand here really quick. Then I'm going to demonstrate the clasp for you so that you know how that works. It's a very simple insert box clasp. Just take the portion of that, press it until you get that click. Then you got your safety hinge 1, safety hinge 2, and your bracelet is nice and secure. The only place it's going is right home to you, just as it should be. This one is, of course, Comment Shop 5. Comment Shop 5 if you are interested in the Moroccan Amethyst and Chrome Diopside bracelet. And again, well, I've been talking so much about the Moroccan Amethyst. Chrome Diopside is from Siberia. It can only be mined maximum 3, maybe 4 in a very whatever year. Yeah, it's just so cold there that the permafrost, you can't get down to it. So they're only able to even attempt to mine that gemstone a couple months out of the year. And guess what? They haven't been pulling it out of the ground for several years at this point. So, and you know, look, I'm not naive to what's going on in the region at this point. Every single piece of chrome diopside that we have, we acquired years ago, long before the conflicts, long before everything. So, you know, we're not going to send them back. I'd rather give them to you than send them back at this point, because it wouldn't help anybody if we did. But that's how tricky some of these single source gemstones are. Chrome diopside being the way that it splits the light. Di meaning to, optical, ide being gemstones. But look at how well this is crafted too. I always torture the bracelets out here. Why? Yeah, I'm like Sid from Toy Story when it comes to bracelets. I just like to show you how malleable they are, how well crafted they are. And here's the thing too, a lot of cheaper bracelets made by less talented manufacturers than us, they might put like several gemstones on a link because you have to actually cast and manufacture each individual link of the bracelet. So the less links that you make, the less you have to assemble those links together. But every single... That safety hinge, cast. That safety hinge, cast. This clasp, cast. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm not going to count all of them. We'll be here all day, and I got too many great deals to get to. But every single one of those has to be individually crafted and then manually assembled one after the other. Yeah, here. I mean, and because of the links too, it not only moves really smoothly this way, it moves really smoothly along the other way. So it's just a silky, buttery. I mean, I can do that. I can shake it around. It's not going to get tangled. It's not going to, nothing fell out. I can get pretty abusive with these bracelets, and guess what? They're all there. That's just the quality of the craftsmanship. And, you know, I wrapped it around my finger, but I bet I could even Here, I should do it while you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to coil it around. I mean, if it can conform to this, it's going to conform to your wrist in a really comfortable way that you're going to be impressed by. I mean, you're going to remember it's on your wrist because you're going to get compliments on it constantly, and you're going to notice that beautiful purple and green sparkle on your wrist all day long. That's what I like about rings and bracelets, which are some of our top sellers, is, your earrings and your pendants, and don't get me wrong, they're cool too, but I don't know how many times a day you look at your own ears. I don't look at I'm trying right now, but I can't do it. But you're looking at your hands all day. I mean, whenever I'm up at my desk and I'm typing, and I'll see my bangle, I'll see my rings that I've set off to the side there, so that you don't try to buy those from me because they're not for sale. Because all my jewelry means something to me. And this bracelet's going to mean something to you. Just the way that you can have that on your wrist and admire it all day long. Fantastic. But again, for a bracelet, a full finished bracelet, 925 sterling silver, 18 karat yellow gold vermeil, chrome diopside, Moroccan amethyst, 14.25 carats on the 6.5 inch, but either way, we're talking in the dozens of over a dozen carats for each one of these. Fancy cut too. I know I started with that, but I want to reiterate it. Oval cut, cushion cut, oval cut, pear cut, round cut, oval, pear, oval, cushion, oval, pear. Fancy cuts in your bracelet. Everyday low price at Shop LC, which already takes my breath away, $379.99. Or after your Live 25 discount code, remember to put that in, it's going to take it all the way down to $284.99, or just $57 per month for 5 months on budget pay. No interest, no fees, all that fun stuff. And again, we have the 6.5, the 7.25, and the 8-inch options. So pick the bracelet that matches your size. If you're not sure, just find a string, wrap it around your wrist, lay out the string, put a ruler against it. It's that simple. 30-day returns, and also anything that's over $50, free shipping. Free shipping. I think most of my pieces are going to be over $50, and if I have anything that's not, well, you know what you should do? You should add one more thing to your cart to get it over $50, and then you'll get your free shipping. So many other companies these days, it's like, okay, add to cart, add another $120 to your cart to get free shipping. It's like, I don't need that many socks right now. Speaking of socks, we were selling on the live broadcast. I was kind of like gawking at it earlier because we had, for $9.99, a pack of 20 pairs of socks. Like, it's 40, so that's 20 pairs of socks is 40 socks for $10. And like, what the heck is going on here? I bet I've been working here for over 16 years, and even I get surprised sometimes still. Even I get surprised still. Especially in this day and age where, man, just inflation and prices and all the other anxieties, that we're still able to bring you these amazing low prices on anything, really. I mean, we specialize in jewelry, but we've got all kinds of stuff. Hey, go to shoplc.com. Look at all the tabs at the top. You don't just need to be getting in on Moroccan Amethyst. We have all kinds of things between our certified pieces, our bestsellers, our loose gemstones, our home products, our beauty products, our fashion products. We have it all, and we have some of the best negotiators. We have some of the best merchandisers on the planet that go to the ends of the earth to find the best deals on products that we know that you're going to love. But now we're moving on to our Shop 6 presentation, which is this gorgeous Moroccan Amethyst necklace.
We have 8 of these available.
We only have 8 of these. That was the point I was trying to make near the top of the show. We only have 8. 8 of these, we can't put it on the live broadcast. It's not worth the airtime. It's worth my time, though. It's worth your time. It's worth the live stream time. So that's what we're up to. That's what we're doing. So our focal Moroccan Amethyst here, our pear cut at that drop at the bottom, that is a 9x7 millimeter, 1.51 carat pear. Then we have 7 oval cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the other ones are up here, but I like the zoomed in shot so I can do my thing and show you kind of around the piece. And then we have white zircons. So you have a double halo of round cut white zircons around your focal pair here with your prong, and then your chevron prong right there to hold the tip of your pear in place. That's always nice and safe and secure. It's just a smart way to hold a pear cut gemstone in place. So that, we know what we're doing here. Then, as we go up here, we have one of our 7 oval cut Moroccan amethysts. Next to it, though, we have these bezel set white zircons. And then next to those, we have, it's not quite a fleur-de-lis, but it's pretty reminiscent of one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to put my loop here. Sometimes we put so much bling and sparkle onto a piece of jewelry that I can't even like count in the zoomed in photo because we just... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
Showing 111 zircon.
Well, okay, yeah, that's the total, Jim. Okay, yeah. Elias behind the scenes being very helpful, telling me that there's 111 zircons. There's 111 zircons in this, but each one of these little fleur-de-lis presentations has 6 in this part, and then your 7th is going to be that bezel set at the base of each one. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's sort of how the clusters go. Either way, you're just paid in sparkle. It's not pave set, they're prong set. But that's what I was talking about when it came to our manufacturers. There are 111 round zircons in 7 oval cut Moroccan amethysts, and then your 8th one is your pair. So that's 111 zircons plus your 8 Moroccan amethysts for 119 gemstones in your necklace that were each individually hand set by an expert craftsperson in Jaipur, India, the jewelry manufacturing capital of the world. I say it all the time, but it's not like you can just take 111 round zircons and dump them into the top of a machine, and take your 8 amethysts and dump them into the top of the machine, then just pour in some chains and some links, and then it goes through a conveyor belt and the acme and the hammers and the music, and then ding, it comes out the other end. No. A bench jeweler has to, not a bench jeweler, but they sit at a bench. The jeweler has to sit there, individually assemble each link of your necklace, and then individually hand set each one of these gemstones. It's a tedious process, but they're very good at it. They're very, very good at it. That could get in some of the more simple nuts and bolts here, too. This is an 18-inch necklace. It is fixed there because, as you can see, it's part of the design. Actually, we're calling this 18. I'm going to take a little moment off to the side here to give you a measurement because I have a certain suspicion and I've got a pretty good intuition for these things. But let me confirm. Let me confirm very quickly for you. Here's my ruler. I laid it out flat on a table nearby. 12. Lies! This is not an 18-inch necklace. It is not. It is a 18 to 20-inch necklace. How dare we say it's 18 inches? I'll tell you why we called it an 18-inch necklace. Because you see right here, we have a 2-inch extender. I'm going to put that near the bottom of the TV, that larger hoop. When I place the clasp through that, the lobster claw clasp, that's an 18-inch necklace. So it's a minimum 18-inch necklace, but then we have that 2-inch extender, and then I got that other loop at the end of the chain. If I pop it through there, now you've got a 20-inch necklace. I love that. It means that you can decide, never mind. It means you can decide where it's going to sit. You put it on at 20 inches, and you're like, oh, I want it a little bit more high and a little more modest. Then, well, you make it an 18-inch and see where it sits then. Look at it dancing around a little bit. Again, each individual link has to be manufactured. This time we have each one of those stations so you can see which parts are moving and which parts aren't, like where the hinge would be. So you have your oval cut amethyst, then you have your white zircons in your regal bloom necklace. So I suppose this is part of the same suite as the first 3 that we did. This is shop 6. I can't believe the price on this one either. This is an 8-carat total gem weight piece. Everyday low price, $199.99. But after your Live 25 discount code, that math's pretty easy. I think even I could do that one on camera. $149.99 after your Live 25 discount code, or just $30 per month for 5 months if you take advantage of that budget pay. Beautiful piece. It's going to sit so well. I mean, I'll just kind of hold it up so you can kind of get a sense of scale. I know I'm not the right person to be wearing it, but I'm the one you got out here. So there it is. Beautiful design, beautiful piece. I love how everything's integrated into your necklace. And again, I love how you have your 2-inch extender making your 18-inch a 20-inch or 18 to 20. And look, you don't have to choose between 18 and 20. You can place the lobster claw clasp through any one of those links. So now we got, what's that, about a 18 and a half inch or 18 and 3/4 inch. Look, I'm not going to get that fussy with you with the ruler, but you know the drill with me. Another great necklace, another great deal, another amazing low price of $149.99. I mean, that's the price that most places will be charging you for a ring. And I'm giving you a full regal necklace for that price. And actually here, I'm just going to, what I will do with the ruler, laying it out nice and flat. Okay, from here, from where the necklace stations go, from one end to the other, it's 4.5 inches. So that portion is 4.5 inches of your 18 to 20 inch necklace. Just so you understand which part of it, beyond your drop, of course, beyond your pear cut drop in your 925 sterling silver with rhodium overlay necklace. And again, I can hold it out like that. It's going to sit on your neckline more like that. And just the way that, and that's the thing too, depending on the length, you know, you're also adjusting the angle of how your oval cut Moroccan amethysts are going to sit. What do we got next?
Let's jump to our confidence. We'll play this video in the meantime.
Cool, yeah. I know I had a whole video playing behind me that I kind of ignored because I was still going through some of the details. But yeah, I wish I got to go to Morocco. I think they were staying in Casablanca as well, you know, the city out there. But this still takes me back from when I was traveling to different mines. You'll wake up before the sun to hop in a car to go down a dirty, bumpy road. Just you're trying to like take a nap, and you know, just getting jostled around, going down the bumpy road. Then you get to this, and it looks like it's nothing. Here's the thing: like civilization always tends to pop up in places that are convenient for it. So you know, most civilizations are right next to water, and if they're not, they've done great engineering things to bring water to that location. While gemstones didn't have that same consideration. Mother Nature put them wherever they could form, and they did not care whether they formed anywhere where humans are fit to be. So a lot of times it's not like you just going out to like wine country where you go down the road and, oh, I'll check out this mine, I'll check out that one. You're usually in some very remote places where you're driving and driving and driving, and these great drone shots. Yeah, you might drive half the day to get there. You arrive around noon. You film for a few hours, then you get back in the car and you're back to the motel or the whatever you happen to be staying at. When I was in Australia, looking at some black opals, I had to stay in a donga, which is basically nothing. Oh, I had a blast out there though. I mean, there's something so fun about being so far off here we go. Look at how cool that is. You know, after all that chiseling, all that searching, and all that immense amount, you find those. And those were, that being the rough, so that crystal that he pulled out, you wouldn't use that bottom part of it because it's clear. You didn't have that amethyst color to it. So they might be able to use that. It might be gem quality. But by the time you shape it and fasten it down and only use the part that's clear enough, that's clean enough, that has the correct clarity, and the part that has the correct color, and then you make the shape out of it that you want to make, it might not be very big at all. It might be one of those little tiny, that might be one of the smaller, that crystal may have produced one of these ovals. Maybe. Probably something half the size of that. And that's what people really don't get about some of this. Yeah, look at that. You know, you got that rough edge. You got to keep doing all that fun stuff. Thanks for pulling that one up, Elias. That's super helpful to me to try to give people the information that they want, that they need, so that they can make their informed decisions. But we are moving on to a fancy cushion cut. A fancy cushion cut. I'm going to get one of these to give that table facet a little bit of a shine. We have sizes 7, 8, 9, and 10 on our DeJoy Premium Moroccan Amethyst Brown and White Zircon Twilight Majesty ring. This is another Vermeil rose gold over sterling silver. So it's a 925 sterling silver nickel-free ring, but we just gave it a nice little flash of rose gold to keep with that color theme of your purples and also your brown zircons. Brown zircon, but hey, look at these. I'm seeing some very red flashes in those brown zircons. So they're very much on that like brownish reddish spectrum. Like a deep dark red brick almost, but much sparklier than a brick. I was talking about the campus magazine before, and I went to RIT, the Rochester Institute of Technology, also known as the Brick City. They actually have their own brick color patented, so you can't have bricks of the color that the bricks are on the campus.
What?
We didn't win too many. Fantastic school. I had a great time going to film school there, working for the magazine, the campus magazine, and all that fun stuff. But we didn't win any beauty awards for the campus. There's some cool stuff there, though, and they've modernized a lot since I had gone there. They got this really big, cool statue called the Sentinel on campus going down the quarter mile. People are like, what the heck's he talking about? Well, if you do know what I'm talking about, you better chime in and let me know so I don't sound crazy. Anybody else who knows that campus or knows anything about it, love to chat, have some fun with me. But okay, we are on the DeJoy Premium Moroccan Amethyst. 5.8 carats total gem weight. It's a 10 by 10 millimeter fancy cushion cut Moroccan amethyst. 4.34 carats in that cushion. So that's 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Top to bottom, left to right, or left to right, top to bottom. Doesn't matter because it's a cushion cut. Then you have 40 brown zircons. Those are those reddish brown, round cut ones around the outer halo. And then on the inner halo, okay, so it's 40. Man, this always gets so complicated because we put so much detail into the design. This is what trips me up. I try to give you the full tour. I try to tell you like every detail about a ring for its presentation. But then we just never stopped designing. We kept doing things. So I just want to show you the shoulders really quick. So on each shoulder, you have a row of white zircons, a second row of white zircons. Then in the center, you have a row of your brown zircons. So you have your inner halo of white zircons, your outer halo of brown zircons, your split shank shoulders with those 3 different rows. Just a beautiful filigree work on the gallery view of your ring. And while I'm at it, giving you the tour, look at that finished under gallery right there. Beautiful design, so much more comfortable. So it's not just your finger rubbing against the 2 edges of a ring. It's going to be cushioned by that little metal work there. That's a whole separate process in the manufacturing as well, by the way. A lot of places just don't do that. It's just open entirely on the bottom, and it's not that comfortable. You have to separately make that part and add it and weld it in. So it's not like it's some small effort. 83 points, so 83 1/100ths of a carat in your brown zircons, and 63 points, or 63 100ths of a carat in your white zircons, and your cushion cut, and your 925 sterling silver with your 18 karat rose gold Vermeil. And again, I keep talking about color blocking out here too, where we didn't put the rose gold on the prongs that are holding the white zircons in place. Looks like this is what kind of flash was that? I think that's some sort of rhodium flash that we've done. So it's like a gunmetal gray colored prongs holding your brown zircons in place. Oh, cool. Yep, here's that shoulder I was talking about where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your 5 white zircons going that way in the white prongs. And of course on the other side, then 1, 2, 3, 4 brown zircons in their kind of gunmetal gray rhodium flashed prongs. So we do that. So that's another attention to detail that we do. We've even put that level of concentration into how we design this and how we look at how regal it is sitting there. Its little 3/4. It's kind of looking up off in the distance. Wow. Yeah, again, the Twilight Majesty ring, 5.8 carats total gem weight, but we have an amazing price for you today on this one. Everyday low price at Shop LC, $139.99. This is Shop 7. Comment Shop 7, no space if you are interested. But after your Live 25 discount code, that takes it all the way down to $104.99. Or if you're into that budget pay, Just $21 a month for 5 months. We will ship it home directly to you. You will admire it immediately. And that's what I say about all the jewelry that we have out here. It's one thing to see me waving it around on this unflattering phone camera with the not too great for jewelry panel lights above me. I mean, if you're watching on a tall thing, you can probably see the big old light above me. Like, they're not doing this too much of a justice, and it's not doing me too much of a justice either. I'm teasing, of course, but then you can see the still image, but it's not moving, so it's not sparkling. That's why even though it's so much bigger behind me, I still like to do this and show you so you can see. Let me take my finger out of it too, so we can get some of that backlight maybe passing through it. Frankly, the way that it looks in my hand, you got an even deeper, darker purple than the already very flattering image that I've got behind me. Either way, fantastic price on your Moroccan Amethyst ring, and we will be moving on to an oval cut Royal Twilight ring. Another one that I believe has some, looks like the brown zircons as well, or was that just recency bias on my part? Okay, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting, but I'll allow it. I'll allow it. We got brown zircons on the shoulders, but the brown zircons in this one, they're kind of more at an angle. We have moisanites in the shoulder facing, this is going to be a lot better than me playing charades. This one's tricky. Like, these things are they're so well designed, they're tricky to photograph too. Oh, this is excellent. Okay, so on this side of the shoulder, you've got your brown zircons, then you have your baguette and tapered baguette, moisanites, and those ones are facing straight on, but then if it's straight on, then your brown zircons on one side are facing a little bit off to this side, and then on the other side they're facing a little bit off to that side. So it's very three-dimensional. It's not like one flat shape along the side. But look at this gallery view. Look at how tall and proud that ring sits, how that Moroccan amethyst sits in its beautiful sterling silver setting with rhodium over. We have plenty of sizes in this one, since I'm looking at details on the size 10. Okay, so we have 8 total moisanites, totaling 15 points between those shoulders. And I know I'm kind of doing this backwards. I'm talking about all of your accent stones, but come on, look at the star of the show. Look at that Moroccan amethyst. That's got to be absolutely massive. It's an 8.9 carat total gem weight, and only 15 of those points are going towards those other gemstones. Yes, that's a 16 by 12 millimeter, 8.62 carat Moroccan amethyst I'm showing you right now. 16 by 12 millimeters, over 8 carats, over 8.5 carats. Actually, I can see some of those rutiles on this one with the naked eye. Or really just, I caught like just the right angle of the light for one, but now I want to pull my loop out and see what I can see in here. I mean, I can even see, look, this isn't the one they necessarily took the photo of, so it looks pretty darn spot on. So that would be quite the coincidence, though. I imagine we had hundreds of these at one point, but as I said, I only have the leftovers from the broadcast, and we just broadcast these on Monday. And what happens too sometimes is that sometimes one of these designs did sell out, technically, but then somebody's credit card information didn't go through, order didn't get completed, something went awry, something went amiss. Yeah, I'm looking right at one of those red rutiles, that red hematite that causes these inclusions that give it this sort of feathery red undertone. And if there's another place where you can find amethysts that tend to have that red rutilation in it, I don't know where they would be. I'm not saying it's not possible. I mean, I haven't explored the entire planet. Maybe you have. I don't know what to tell you. But we know that that's a proclivity that the amethysts from that region of Morocco that we've been showing the mine footage from have. And it's so cool. This is one of the largest individual, it's not one of our largest carat weights, and I have some bigger ones coming up. I have a matching pendant I imagine will be coming up next. I got a big old octagon cut that looks like it's might be the grand finale or awful close to it, since it's off at the rightmost side of my little mantelpiece out here with no fireplace in the fire. It's okay. I don't like it warm. I always cool things down in here. Maybe in the winter no, we can't put a fire in there. I'm just being stupid. I'm just being silly. Okay, anyways, we have sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And, hang on a second. Let me get to the price, Elias, and then just the pendant looks like it matches perfectly. If you want to switch it around. But let me get to the price first. Okay, everyday low price, $229.99 on this one. Shop 8. After July 25 discount code, that brings it all the way down to $172.49 or just $34.49 per month on budget pay. That's one of the larger individual Moroccan amethysts that I happen to have in the show, but I'm going to have... There are a couple bigger. We'll get to them when we get to them. Okay, I guess we'll get to the pendant later on. We're going to move on to these earrings first, and it looks like the earrings have a matching ring as well.
Yes, and then we'll come back in with the pendant.
Okay, sounds good to me. I mean, if you're watching me live, well, you're watching me live. If you want to skip ahead, that's another thing I should point out. I don't expect anybody to set an alarm to watch me at 2 o'clock Central for my live stream. But if you catch me within the next 24 hours, so if you're watching me I'm used to it being Thursday, but it's Friday. Man, it's Friday. Yesterday felt like Friday. I was like driving home thinking, oh yeah, weekend. I was like, it's not the weekend yet. Just had one of those moments. But it is Friday today. So you can catch me, you can watch this live stream after the fact. And for the next 24 hours, we're still going to honor the Live 25 discount code. So if you're like, oh, shucks, hey, some of these could have sold out by then. But, well, one way to find out. Go to shoplc.com and see. Your earrings, your artisan crafted earrings are 1 1/4 inches. I'm actually going to call it 1 5/16 inches, top to bottom. I'm fussy like that. Have you heard me say that before? I bet you have. If you're watching me at all, you know how ridiculous I can get with the ruler when I want to be. These are bezel set. No prongs involved. They're right in there.
This is our shop 9.
Your shepherd's hook backs, nice and easy. You know the drill. You know how to get these things in. These are shop 9. They're an 8x6 millimeter. Those are 8x6 millimeter bezel set oval cut Moroccan amethyst totaling 2.3 carats. And of course that's your total gem weight because these amethysts speak for themselves. No additional sparkle required. These ones didn't need any backup dancers. They didn't need any backup singers. They just shine and sparkle all on their own. Don't you love a good solo act every once in a while? I sure do. Actually, I'm trying to think of it now. Well, no, I'm going to go see... Granted, he does a lot of backing tracks and things, but I've never seen Andrew Bird live. The last time I had tickets to see Andrew Bird, I was going to see him in summer of 2020. I'll leave it to you to surmise what happened. But I'm finally going to get to see him, theoretically, here in Austin at the Pass Concert Hall in September. That's one of my musicians I've always wanted to see live, and just it's never worked out. Just the one that got away. Look at those. Again, total gem weight 2.3 carats. What you're not going to see too hot when I hold up to the camera are these leaf designs that we have in your setting, adorning your beautiful Moroccan amethysts. Of course, articulated as you see them kind of dancing and moving. But, a lot of times there's the articulation right here, and then the gemstone's right there. But having that leaf part of the setting just gives it a little more room to sway, catch the light, dance around with you, and have all that fun. I think this very well might be the most affordable piece of my show because it has an everyday low Shop LC price of only $59.99. But you're not going to pay that. You know the drill. That Live 25 discount code will bring it all the way down to $44.99. Or we're still, I told you, it's not always going to be 5 budget payments. So this one, 4 budget payments. Oh, shucks. Well, with that budget payment, it's just $11.25. I think my venti iced coffee, no sweetener, and breakfast sandwich was about that much. So, and guess what? It's gone. They're both gone. I chugged my coffee before I came down here, and I ate the sandwich. So I don't get to keep them for the rest of my life. Like, you're going to be able to keep your beautiful Moroccan amethyst earrings. These will last you a lifetime for just $11.25 per month for 4 months, or just take care of it all in one fell swoop for $44.99. And again, that's where I would encourage you to just browse the Shop LC website or get one of the other Moroccan amethysts as well. Get that cart over $50 so that you can take advantage of free shipping. Because, oh shucks, I saved you so much money on these earrings that they're not automatically going to be free shipping. But we got all kinds of cool things on our website. We have our $1 auctions on the website. We have, hey, it's Friday. I never get to say this because I've always worked Thursdays. Everything on the live broadcast today is under $10. So put these earrings in your cart. Buy whatever they happen to be showing on air right now. Add that to your cart too. Boom, free shipping. Because everything that they present on the live television broadcast, $10 or less. That's how we roll here at Shop LC. Okay, now we're going to the matching ring of the earrings.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna circle on back to the pendant that matches the other ring. Then I have a matching suite of 3, I believe. You got all kinds of sweets here. All kinds of sweets today. We had that yesterday too. I'm not used to having so many full complimentary sweets between the earrings and the pendant and the ring. I guess just they're giving me less leftovers and more things that still have some quantity in them. Ooh, let me grab that tissue here. Give this one a little bit of a polish too. I'm getting my fingerprints all over these. This one matches the earrings quite well. Oh, this is part of our DeJoy collection, and I haven't really explained that quite yet. I haven't said the thing again. I was wearing my Delivering Joy t-shirt yesterday. Our motto here at Shop LC is Delivering Joy. This is, we sell beautiful jewelry at affordable prices to people. We want you to feel joyful when you receive your pieces, and you're going to when you get to experience this and put it on your finger. So the hallmark that we put in the band of our ring, I'll show you once it is up there, is Delivering Joy. But so we didn't write Delivering Joy all the way across the inside of your band. Well, I mean, you're never going to that way. As opposed to putting Delivering Joy and it's like taking up the entirety of the inside of the band, we put this little DeJoy 925 stamp in there. But it sounds a little funny, that's why I was going, DeJoy, but it stands for Delivering Joy. The 925, of course, referring to the silver content in your sterling silver ring. And again, just like the earrings, this one needs no backup dancers. All it needs is some beautiful artistry when it comes to this leaf patterning that we've put on the shoulders, holding your bezel set. There we go. Elias on the spot. Cool little organic texture in it. That bezel set, keeping it nice and safe and secure. And this whole, it's like held in a bowl of 925 sterling silver. Almost like a bowl full of jelly. From that one angle. Here, I'll show you this. See, look, I got a little tiny bowl full of jelly. But that's not jelly. That's premium Moroccan amethyst. 3.85 total gem weight. Well, it's total gem weight. That's the amethyst. That's the one gemstone you get. The Eternal Leaf Ring in sterling silver. The Eternal Leaf Ring in sterling. Deep, dark purple color in this one. We have sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 available. We're out of the size 5. That must have gone during our event on Monday on the live broadcast. Yeah, look at how high that sits up. Look at that full tour, that full view. We're looking at an everyday low Shop LC price of just $69.99. And again, that means after your Live 25 discount code on this one, which is SHOP10, comment SHOP10, no space. We will send you the link automatically so you can take a look at this on our website. It's not an obligation to buy, so go ahead and send us that comment so that we can hook you up with the information on the website. You can browse the other pieces that we have there. But yeah, after your Live 25 discount code, that brings it all the way down to $52.49. Just $52.49 for premium Moroccan amethyst in a gorgeous artisan crafted sterling silver ring, or $13.12 per month for 4 months on budget pay if you so choose.
That is a shop 10 as well.
Yep, that was our shop 10. Shop 10, we got 45-ish minutes left, a little less than that. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces to go. So a little bit behind schedule like I always do, but hey, as I keep giving you the details, as I keep giving you the information, I repeat myself, of course, for anybody who came in a little bit late, but I expedite some of the information as we go along. And then I end up at a sprint. I end up talking even faster than I'm already talking, believe it or not. And then we always end up on target by the end. So,
Pendant is next.
the pendant that matches
Our shop
that big old ring that we had. Well, this is
8 and 7. Shop 8 and 7 is the matching rings.
Which one was the? 7 was. Oh, okay, I got them both here. So shop 7 was the rose gold at the top, the cushion cut with the brown zircons. This one more closely matches the shop 8, the big oval cut with the brown zircons on the shoulders. Well, let me set the rose gold over to the side. Now we have the pendant that matches the ring quite well.
Now we have 5 of these available in the pendant.
Only 5 available in the pendant. That's what I said. There's no way that this is worth the airtime to put it on our live broadcast. That's why I get it. That's why I bring it to you. That's why I get to cut the price down, that additional live 25% off that you're going to enter at checkout so that you get to save, because it's not worth it to us. It's just, this is just taking up, when we get one of these, or a shipment of this pendant, we might get 200 of them, and then we put it in a location in our warehouse that holds those 200 pendants, or necklaces, and then we get down to 5 of them, and it's like, I can fit 250 of these in here. Like, why are we using the whole location to only have 5 pendants? So we don't want them here. We want them there. We want them with you. They're just called, well, not dust. It's very clean over there. But the jewelry deserves to be worn. It deserves to be played with. It deserves to be admired and worn. And it's not going to do that. It's just taking up space in our warehouse. So give it a home. Give it a home. Think about it that way. Geez, I'm oval cut too. Here, see if I go like that and I get like that. You could, if you have like a face swap app, you could probably make me the amethyst and make the amethyst my head. Okay. But look at that pendant. Multi-gemstone, and those are, of course, your brown zircons that are at that angle. Then your moisanites, mixed baguette cut, I'll call them. They're kind of fancy shaped to fit the space that they are given. Then at that other angle, you have the other brown zircons. Brown zircons, moisanites, brown zircons, amethyst, Moroccan amethyst. Rockin' with Moroccan amethyst. Yep, all round cuts. And again, with that rhodium flash prong holding them in place, your 3 baguette cut, then a fancy trapezoidal baguette cut at the top of your bail, your fixed bail. And again, this is one where your bail is incorporated into the design. So you can see here, it's not your standard bail. Your gemstones are there. The chain passes right through there. And guess what? That chain is included. And unlike that necklace, it says it's 20 inches, and it certainly is. Lobster claw clasp, you know the drill. You know how these work. If you find these pesky, call our personal shoppers or just go to our website. We have magnetic extenders. So you just put one end on one end, the other end on the other end, and then boop, rare earth magnets just hold it together behind your neck. No. Look, it's easy for me to hold that in front of me and operate the clasp. If you struggle with it behind the neck like I do, and if I would to put one on, just get a magnetic extender. They're really affordable, and they will take your price somewhere nice. It's a 14 by 10 millimeter. 14 by 10 millimeter Moroccan amethyst. 5.48 carats, so awful close to a 5.5 carat. Enough that I'd be happy rounding up, but I won't because I like to be precise. 5.48 carats, and then you have your 12 round brown zircons, and again, your 4 moisanites. That sparkling gemstone, that lab-grown sparkling gemstone that was first discovered in a meteorite crater by Henri Moisson back at the turn of the previous century. Show you the back of this one as well. Here's that matching ring. And again, this is your Shop 11 auction or presentation. Auctions are what the other thing does. I do presentations. Shop 11, everyday low Shop LC price, just $179.99. Not for you, not today. Take advantage of that Live 25 discount code, and when you do, that takes your price down to $134.99, or just $27 a month for 5 months if you take advantage of that budget pay, interest-free, no fees, no credit checks, none of that nonsense. Just splitting it up, making it a little bit easier on that credit card statement at the end of the month. Great. Another DeJoy piece. It's, of course, in sterling silver, 925 with that rhodium overlay. Rhodium, part of the platinum family, gives you a little bit of extra mirror polish, finish, shine, shimmer, reflectivity. I'm just sliding things over so I can kind of block it out in my mind. We got those two rings in yellow gold over. We've got a suite coming up in oval cuts with a very intricate accent stones. And then we also have a pear cut suite ring, earrings, pendant coming up as well.
That was our Shop 11.
That was our Shop 11 pendant, and we are moving on to the ring. Ooh, that's moissanite. That's a lot of moissanites. We're gonna be back in that Gaia Perez mode where I'm like, oh, they only put 80 moissanites in this? Oh, slackers. They only individually hand set 80 round cut sparkling moissanites. And this beautiful ring, this 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver, Moroccan amethyst and moissanite, 3.1 total gem weight stellar blossom ring. And this is just a great design. And I have the matching pendant and the matching earrings coming up. So the rings Shop 12, I don't know which one we'll do first next, but your 12, 13, 14 are all going to be a perfectly matching suite of fabulous Moroccan rose amethyst. So again, I'm going to go really deep when it comes to the ring, but most of your details are going to be more or less identical as we get to the other pieces in the suite. This is a 2.5 carat, 10 by 8 millimeter oval cut purple Moroccan amethyst. And then we have the 80 round cut moissanites weighing 60 points. Those are 1 to 1.2 millimeter in diameter, depending on where they're located in the ring. And again, we're doing that fancy thing that we do, our attention to detail, where all of your moissanites are held in their white metal prongs, but your beautiful Moroccan amethyst is held in your 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver prongs. Got that little joy stamp I was telling you about before, because our mission is to be delivering joy. That's actually not our mission, though. Yeah, I haven't even mentioned that all show yet, and I didn't mention it yesterday. I'm slacking. Our mission is actually, we have a thing called the Your Purchase Feeds program. Your Purchase Feeds program basically means that every time anybody makes a purchase of anything, no matter the price, we provide a meal to a school meal to a child in need. We are partnered locally with No Kid Hungry locally with Backpack Friends in the Austin Round Rock area. We are partnered nationally with No Kid Hungry, and we're partnered internationally with Akshaya Patra, which primarily delivers school meals to children in India, where our parent company is based. So we take that very seriously. So far, thanks to purchases from customers like you, we have provided over 50 million meals to children. And our mission by 2030 something, I think we moved the date to make it a little bit so we could actually hit it. We're hoping to be able to provide 1 million meals per day. That's how seriously we take that mission. We don't just want to deliver that joy and that sparkle, all this amazing jewelry to you. We also want to deliver joy to the world and make sure that we're doing a little bit of good here while we're having fun. And I hope you're having fun with me. I'm Casey Ford. We are coming up on the last 34 minutes of my show with beautiful Moroccan amethyst. Again, 2.5 carats in this 10 by 8 millimeter oval cut, 80 different round moisanites. And let's talk you through that design. They kind of go through this little scalloped arc where it points out, but then on the outside of those points, we have these arcs pointing inwards. So it's, if you only had one of the two, not really a halo, because a halo would just be surrounding it. Something like a sunburst, but then it's kind of like a flower on the outside of the sunburst, if that makes any sense. That's for you to decide. Well, if it doesn't make any sense, you can just look at it and see what I see, and see a very beautiful Moroccan amethyst ring. Ooh, somebody asked, does it come in silver options? Does it come in silver options? Well, the primary metal in this is 95 sterling silver, but at this point we only have the 18 karat vermeil overlay on this suite. But we do have plenty of sterling silver with rhodium flash options, like the ring that we just did, the artisan ring. But unfortunately, I do not have this design with just sterling, with a white metal, if that's what you're referring to, one that doesn't have the 18 karat yellow gold flash over it. So, but thanks for asking. That's what I'm here for. I love getting any kind of question, any kind of interaction. So, Unknown Loner Boy, thanks for your question. And anybody else who has any questions, feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for. That's why I do this. So, cool. I hope that answers. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. But one thing we do want to get to here, we have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 on this ring. And it comes at the incredible low Shop LC price any other day of $119.99. However, you know the drill by now. This is Shop 12, and after your Live 25 discount code, that takes it all the way down to $89.99. So to get this ring, to get this big, bold look at under $100 is phenomenal. And you can also split that into your 5 equal, easy budget payments of just $18 per month, if that's what you want to do. And it's time for those matching earrings. We're getting the comments from Instagram today. I like it. You can follow me. I do have a Casey Ford Instagram page, but I haven't really been checking that one. I haven't been too active. I'm trying to get better about it. I do have my Casey Ford Facebook page. There's a Shop LC VIP club page on Facebook that you can follow. I sometimes interact with people on that. Ooh, we also have Evie out there watching. We've got Isaac Abadi. I know he watches a lot of the people's shows out here. TV Nail Files, Ashish, Polygraph 50. Thanks so much for watching. I just appreciate you spending your time with me today, checking out these amazing Moroccan amethysts. Yes, these are the Stellar Blossom earrings, also 18 karat yellow gold vermeil over sterling silver, 925 nickel free sterling silver. At that, you have 3.64 carats in just the Moroccan rose amethysts. Those are 9 by 7 millimeters, and then then we have 152 moisanites, 152 individually hand set round cut moisanites in their white metal prongs. Each one of your earrings comes in at 1 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom with your shepherd's hook backs. Snap. It's on your ear and it's not going anywhere. It is safe. It is secure. Just like you. Just like everything. There we go. Same design as the ring, of course, so I don't need to get too deep into it beyond saying, there's one of the earrings. There's your ring. And, of course, we have the necklace coming up next. 152. I already went through the whole drill. I get pretty dramatic when I do it, but every single one of those moisanites has to be individually hand set by one of our expert craftspeople at our jewelry manufacturing facilities in Jaipur, India. And as I said before, we are so dedicated to passing the savings on to you. It's a solar-powered operation, so we're not even passing on the energy bill to you when we make these earrings. We don't pay some other place to store these things at some warehouse in the middle of nowhere to ship out. We store them, we ship them, we handle all of that ourselves right from our facilities in northern Austin, Texas. We're right there on the cusp between Austin and Round Rock. I have a very not long commute from Pflugerville, right off to the east a little bit. Oh, but we need the price. We need to get to the price on our earrings. Of course we do. Everyday low price, $179.99 after your live 25 discount code, all the way down to $134.99, or just $27 per month on budget pay, 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments, and the earrings are yours. And I think I know what's going to happen after I get to the pendant. The maths and the savings are going to get even more convoluted, even crazier. Just like you like it, just like I like it, just like we all want it. Your pendant, top to bottom, is an inch and a 16th. 17/16 of an inch, if you're into your improper fractions. This one will also come with the chain. This one's not off the chain, it's on the chain. Same old design that you already love between everything we got here. Your oval cut Moroccan Amethyst at the center with your 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over sterling silver. This one is a 20-inch chain, of course. You've kind of maybe picked up by now, it's kind of our standard here. Well, it used to be 18, I feel like, but I don't know if people's necks are getting bigger or what's going on here. But now we've been doing a lot of standard 20-inch chains. Lobster, claw, clasp. There it goes, jump ring right back through there. Nice and secure. Here's your personal shopper number. If you want to give them a call, if you're sick and tired of me, but you want to talk to somebody else, you will get a live representative on the phone if you call 888-835-2237. That's 888-835-2237. They can hook you up with whatever. If you want to get in on one of those magnetic clasps that I was discussing earlier, if you're just not into Moroccan Amethyst, but you want to buy a popcorn air popper, or, I mean, we have everything. Don't take for granted that we're just a jewelry. We specialize in jewelry, but we got everything. So check out shoplc.com. Check out the ShopLC mobile app. There's so many ways to shop a ShopLC. I can barely articulate them all, so I'm not gonna. Take that. There's the back of your pendant, again, finished. Just all that detail that we put into it with your 18 karat yellow gold over your sterling silver. And again, total gem weight on this one is 3.15 carats. 20-inch chain, and somehow, yes, our everyday low price on this was $119.99 after your live 25 discount code, $89.99, or just $18 a month, 5 months, budget pay, no interest, no fees, no credit checks, none of that nonsense. But hey, guess what? Just like the very first suite that I had, you have the option to bundle all 3 of these together. If you want, shop 12 was the ring. Shop 13 were the earrings, and shop 14 is the necklace. And if you said, man, I just love that design, I love that 18 karat vermeil yellow gold over that sterling silver, I love those sparkling individually hand-set moissanites, and I love the deep dark purple color of those amethysts. I want all of this. You want everything on my hand right now. You want the ring, you want the earrings, you want the pendant. It's hard for me to individually shake the pendant. Well, comment shop 12, 13, or 14, no space. We'll send you the link to one of them, but then as you add it to your cart, it'll suggest that you add the other ones to your cart. If you add all of them to your cart, then what's going to happen is you're going to get an additional 15% off on top of your live 25 discount code. It's not one of those things, I keep telling the story where it was somebody's birthday and I was trying to order pizzas for the team to celebrate their birthday, and I'm trying to put a coupon code, buy one topping pizza, get a second one topping pizza free. Then it was a coupon for a free additional topping on it. And it was no, you can't put a free additional topping on top of your already, you're 50% off the seconds. Just tell me what I can stack and what I can't stack. We letting you stack discounts on top of discounts on top of discounts. So if you want all of this after your live 25 discount, after your bundle discount, you're going to be down to just $267.72 for the ring, for the earrings, for the necklace. And you can still split that into 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $53.54. Looks like we got AIM watching and shopping. Glad you commented that shop 13, so you're going to get your link. you're going to be able to browse on our website, and thank you for doing that. Again, not an obligation to buy, but gives you a good opportunity to see all the details I'm looking at off to the side here and make the call for yourself. Thanks, AIM. Wow, I mean, just what a beautiful suite between all of those. And I've got 2 rings, then I've got another suite, and then I've got that big, massive, it's got to be the biggest. I think we were over 8 carats on that necklace that I had before. I don't know if this is going to be the largest total gem weight, but it's absolutely the largest individual carat weight for one of my Moroccan amethysts out here. That's probably the showstopper at the end of the show. The showstopper that's such a showstopper, it's probably going to actually stop the show, because I'm just guessing because it's the last one on my mantelpiece behind me here. But we're moving on to the Joy Moroccan Amethyst, the multi-gemstone Art Deco ring. We got 2 more Vermeil over, and to Unknown Loner Boy, we do have the pear cut suite that is in white metal with your rhodium over sterling silver coming up after these 2 yellow gold Vermeil rings. So if you're still interested in that, hang in there and we will have you covered. 3.85 total gem weight Art Deco ring. Once again, the yellow gold over to the sterling silver. We have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What are these? What are these gemstones? What are these multi-gemstones that my item details are telling me about? Well, they are round zircons and they are chrome diopsides. They are round zircons and chrome diopsides in this, our Shop 15 presentation. 28 round zircons to be precise, going along the edge. Once we get it up there, then I can give you a little bit better of the tour. But I got Elias working overtime back there. Well, not actually overtime. They don't let him have that. Oopsie. Not overtime, just overwork. Just doing 3 jobs at once. Okay, so you have your white zircons in this little crescent at the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on the top as well, but there's just so much gemstone going on here that the beautiful gemstones are blocking your view of the other beautiful gemstones. It's just how decked out these designs are. Because our designers, once they start putting some accent stones on something, they don't quit. Then you got a whole cluster of them on either shoulder. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are your chrome diopsides. We had some chrome diopsides in your bracelet earlier. That comes from Siberia, has not been mined for quite some time, even when it was being mined, and even before everything going on over there. I don't want to get into it. It was just too cold to get into the ground. It was just too cold to get in there. So all of our stuff comes from before the mine shut down. Actually, we did a funny spot back in the day. Yeah, and Dennis, he's still doing his live from Florida. But when he was still here, we did a little green screen spot where we pretended like we sent him to Siberia to go to the mine, because we do our little mine documentaries. And he was like, "Oh, I'm so excited. Where am I going to go? Am I going to go to Bali? Am I going to go to Mexico? Am I going to go to the Dominican Republic? We're sending you to Siberia, Dan." What? And he gets all upset. And then we green screen him so it looked like it was snowing, and just had like a Russian mine closed. And then he walks away. The video is funnier if you watch the video. Me doing my impression of the video probably doesn't go quite as far. That's okay. We're still having fun here with our 14 points of chrome diopside, 8 diopsides in total. Your 28 round zircons. Hey, look, I know I've said it a billion times by now. That color blocking thing, the white metal prongs on the white gemstones, the yellow gold prongs on your colored gemstones. Your Joy 925 stamp for your 925 sterling silver. I've got 20 minutes left in my show. Total gem weight of 3.85 carats. And another, I don't know how we get down to this price. I just don't know how we do it sometimes. $119.99. After your Live 25 discount code on this, comment Shop 15, takes it down to $89.99, or just $17, or well, let's call it $18 a month on budget pay for your 5 equal interest-free payments. I'm putting this one under my loop again. I'm going to turn my LED on in my loop so I get an even better view, because you know what I'm looking for. Ooh, these ones are nice. These ones are showing up really nice and clear. Those red rutiles, that red hematite. Yeah, they're really clear in this one. Oh, I should have been doing this to every single one of these. I don't know if we have loops on our website. Honestly, I should talk to somebody about that. I feel like we should be offering or even providing, to some loyal customers loops or something like that, so that they can really get into the weeds like I do with these beautiful gemstones. But yes, just $89.99 for this beautifully designed DeJoy 925 sterling silver with 18 karat yellow gold vermeil and chrome diopside ring.
Now we're gonna jump into our sweet next.
Ooh, we're going out with a sweet.
Let's do the earrings first.
Let's do the earrings first, then this yellow gold over ring. Just putting them back in my... Can you tell I get really kind of weirdly fussy about certain little things? Can you tell? Can you tell I was fussing all over GemFest yesterday, trying to keep things as clean and tidy as possible and trying to look over the food that we had there and trying to set up the silent auctions and giving my tours of the building to some of our customers. I'm not sure when the next GemFest is going to be, but if you're in the Austin area, we do one of those I think we used to try to do it every month, but I think we're going to give ourselves a bit of a breather and do it every 2 or 3 months. But GemFest is when we invite viewers like you into our building so we can show you a good time, show you some things up close and personal, not just me waving them around in front of a phone camera. Hey, if you want to come to GemFest, I will wave this in front of your eyeballs, for real, like real deal, in real life. I'll do that for you if you show up to GemFest, because I attend every one of them. I give the tours. I love interacting with anybody who shows up for them. Give me your measurement on your earrings right off the top. They are 1 1/4 inches. 1 1/4 inches from top to bottom with your shepherd hook backs. You have 2 fancy pear cut Moroccan rose amethysts at the center. Those are 9 by 7 millimeters, totaling 2.56 carats. That would be 100 and... what would that be? Why am I blanking on this? Doesn't matter. 9 by 7 millimeter, purple transparent.
Shop 16 on this.
Shop 16 on this, and these we have 92 round zircons total. So that would be 46 per ear, of course. If for anybody that's counting out there, let me show you the back of these as well. That's always a little bit. Finished backs on earrings. I mean, that's not even necessary. I get it with the rings where it's what's going to touch your finger throughout the day. I get it with the pendant even where, it's not like wrapped around anything, but it'll be a little more comfortable. But, that's not even part that's going to touch anything when you wear this in your ears. But we still give you that metal. We still give you that rhodium over sterling silver in these, the Midnight Lotus earrings. We're calling these the Midnight Lotus earrings. That's a little different than the White Lotus. I have not watched that show yet. Everyone keeps recommending it to me. There's so much stuff to watch these days. And I know I'll like it when I get around to it, and I know I will get around to it at some point. I was actually saying goodbye to a friend who's moving out of Austin the other day, and she was like, "Oh my God, have you seen White Lotus?" I'm like, "I haven't watched it yet." Or she was like asking, "Oh, have you seen the new season?" I'm like, "I haven't seen the show." But yes, these are our Midnight Lotus earrings. Those 92 individually hand-set round, white zircons. Here, I love this one here because it kind of shows you that side view where you have these kind of like scalloped areas where we set the various diameters of round cut zircons, 7-ish per. Well, yeah, but they're always arranged in a different pattern to fit the shape. So you have 6 round zircons in this portion. You have 7 at the top, 6 at the bottom point, just to kind of create that, as we're calling it, that Midnight Lotus. Just a fun, intricate design. I love the blocking of it where it's not just, a halo going around it, but, something where these white zircons are really filling the area of each one of these sections of your fancy pear cut 9 by 7 Moroccan amethysts. But you want to know that price on this, our Comet Shop 16. And again, I have the matching pendant. I have the matching ring. That's going to be your 17 and your 18, spoiler alert. Everyday low price on your earrings is just $109.99 for a pair of fabulous earrings. But after your Live 25 discount code, you know it, $82.49. Just $82.49 or $16.50 per month for 5 months if you want to do that budget pay thing. If you want to do that budget pay thing. We going pendant or we going ring?
We're going pendant.
We're going pendant. We are going pendant next.
And there's going to be a Texas too for
And once again,
Texas.
you're getting the chain. This one's on the chain. Elias getting that all set up behind the scenes, putting the ruler on it. This is 1 1/8 inch from top to bottom with your bell included. This is your 20-inch necklace. Lobster claw clasp. Got to make sure you know how this is going to be. Nice and secure. Nice and easy. Nice and simple. Right through the ring. Let go of the clasp and it's right there. Same design. Same design as those earrings. So, yeah, put one of those right next to it. Little larger than each individual earring. Very close in carat weight at a total gem weight of 3.2 carats. Between your... Well, if the other ones were 9x7s, then the calibration on this is naturally going to be... Oh, the thing too, we had a lot of pair cuts today for whatever reason. But, you know, your 2 prongs at the bottom, then your chevron prong at the top, keeping the tip of your pair nice and safe and secure. Yes, this is a 12x8mm pair cut amethyst. Moroccan amethyst. 48 round zircons in this one, between that same shape, those different blockings in your Midnight Lotus design. And again, I want to take the opportunity to look at this one through my loop as well and see just how, well, I want to say pleasantly surprised, but it's no surprise at this point. And hey, if somehow you just popped right in, why does he keep specifying almost every single time Moroccan amethyst? It's because of that hematite, those red rutiles that you can see that are fairly abundant when it comes to amethyst sourced from that particular mine in Morocco that we had the honor and the privilege of visiting several years back. I didn't get to go myself, but hey, I can't go on, ooh, there they are. I don't get to go on every single trip, and I try to give other people the opportunity when those opportunities, it can take a little bit of searching sometimes in these, not because they're that tiny or not because they're not noticeable, but when you get all those different facets, and then the facets from the bottom as well, sometimes it's like you're getting so much of a shine and a glimmer that you just have to get the right angle. But yeah, this banding through there. And you can see how much it's done very much by hand. And quartz being relatively abundant, but then taking it to the next level, knowing that we want the top quality, knowing that we want the best amethyst that we can find, and knowing that it does have something signature, something very creative, something very interesting. Mother Nature taking some liberties with this and saying, no, I'm going to put these little rutiles in it, these little red flashes of color that you're going to see that can catch the light. And Mother Nature's gift. Okay, we're coming up. Okay, I know it's coming with these anyway, or I'm pretty confident I know it's coming with these anyway, so we got to move. Being in the last 10 minutes of my show practically. Okay. Everyday low price on this, Shop 17, $109.99. After your Lot 25 discount code, that brings it all the way down to $82.49, or just $16.50 per month for 5 months on budget pay. $16.50 per month on budget pay, or that one fell swoop payment of $82.49 for a beautiful pendant with a gorgeous chain, 20 inches, lobster claw clasp, splendid red hematite rutiles on the inside of your amethyst that make it very special and very premium. And now we are moving on to the third and final of that suite, which I also want to inspect for rutiles, and I better clean the table facet before I do, or I'm not going to have a whole lot of luck, am I? Getting my fingerprints all over everything out here. Ooh, yeah, I just caught one really well. I mean, it's almost like looking for a shooting star in a way, but it's like a red trail as opposed to a white trail of a meteorite passing through the sky. Again, I mean, I'm actually going to suggest this to... I'm going to actually go talk to... Well, I guess it would be Satendra I have to talk to. Suggest that we get some loops in stock that we can... Heck, we should be putting the Shop LC logo on some loops and giving them out at Gem Fest.
I actually like that idea, too.
Because, yeah, I mean, it's not that you can't see them with the naked eye, but, well,
You want that in close detail.
But if you really want to see, I mean, I'm a huge fan of microscopic and macroscopic photography. I mean, I've shown Elias my fancy lenses in the past that I clip onto my phone, and I get like, I can take like a picture of George Washington's nose on a quarter with the thing practically. And actually, I've been very busy today. I intended to pull those lenses out to try to take some photos of these, but I'm a busy guy, and as of this week, I'm a much busier man than I was last week. But I'm not going to get into that. 2.8 carats total, or 2.8 carats in your 12 by 8 millimeter amethyst, and then 60 points amongst all of your white zircons. Same design. You got a couple more on the shoulder patterns there, or areas that are filled with your white zircons, but you know the drill. You know the design. We have sizes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 in this one. The total gem weight is 3.4 carats. The price on just this ring, I think you figured it out by now. I think you know where I'm going. Everyday low price on this ring is $109.99. After Live 25, $82.49 or $16.50 per month on budget pay. But hey, you remember that time, one of the first suites I did today, and I told you about that extra 15% off if you bundle? And you remember that suite I did just before this suite, and we did the same thing where if you bundled them all together and you added them to the cart, you could get your 15% after bundling? Well, we're doing the same thing with the pear cut suite. We're doing the same thing with that Midnight Lotus suite. Let me get them all on the hand so I can show you everything that you will be receiving if you take advantage of bundling.
Bundle with joy.
Bundle with joy. If you want the ring, the pendant, and the earrings, we're really shaking them for no good reason, then after your Live 25 discount code and after your bundle discount, it's going to be $210.36. $210.36 for all this. You go to any jeweler working with this type of rhodium over sterling silver with some premium amethysts with that many individually hand-set white zircons, you're going to be lucky to get any one of these pieces for $210. But you're going to be able to get all of this for $210.36, and we're still letting you use budget pay. Budget pay, $42.07 per month, 5 months. We ship it out directly to you. It's not layaway. We're not going to hold on to it and wait for that fifth payment 5 months from now. That would be cruel. I'm not going to make you wait that long. So take advantage of bundling. And again, it was the ring itself, shop 18. SHOP 18, no spaces if you want that one. The earrings were shop 16. The pendant was shop 17. And if you want to take advantage of all three of them, well, I guess you can comment any one of those, 16, 17, or 18, because it will give you the option. It's sort of like there's just the three boxes at the bottom. It says, check if you want this one too, check if you want this one too. Put them all into your cart, get that discount, and behold and love your Moroccan amethysts.
I'm going to let you pick between the two now.
Oh, we're doing them both.
Yeah, I'm going to let you pick which one you want to do.
We're gonna do the yellow gold over
All right.
first because we're gonna the showstopper's gonna stop the show.
All right.
The showstopper's gonna stop the show.
I like that. Yeah. There you go.
The Joy Premium Moroccan Amethyst in Moissanite. We have some bezel set Moissanites on the shoulders. If my quick counting skills do me right, I see 6 of them for a total gem weight of 2.65 carats. You can tell I'm in motor mouth mode to get to our last two. This is my penultimate piece, 10 by 8 millimeter oval cut, 2.57 carats. Then you have your 6-round Moissanites bezel set, 1.3 millimeters in diameter each for a minimum carat weight of 0.08. It says 0.8, but I know it means 0.08. There's that personal shopper number, 888-835-2237. If you want to talk to somebody live on the phone, it's a real person. We're not doing any of that AI chat bot nonsense that I can't stand. Me talk good, no need robot talk voice for me. Beautiful design. I mean, just look at the architecture in this one. If you caught my show yesterday when I had that turquoisite ring and that like architecture, like it was like scaffolding practically. It's not quite like that because it's a more organic thing. You have this almost marquise shape, almost this floral petal shape coming off of the bezel of each one of your. Oh, that's awesome. yeah, the kind of marquise or flower petal shape coming off of each one of the stations with your moisanites. And then one moissanite hugging right up there along the shoulder, right next to, almost giving that Moroccan Amethyst a little kiss there at the top there. But again, this is another incredibly affordable one, so we're going to go with another incredibly affordable Moroccan Amethyst ring. Of course, this one is also sterling silver with 18 karat yellow gold vermeil over, and then, yeah, 10 by 8 millimeter. Another robust but classic calibration there with your 10 by 8. Beautiful color. Give it one chance with the loop here before we move on to our grand finale. Before we move on, the tricky thing with the loop as well is that with a gemstone this big, you kind of have to decide whether you want the table facet to be in focus, or the inside of the gemstone, or the back, the culet of the gemstone. So I have to like scan through it almost. It's almost like in focus cross sections. But all the more reason. I mean, these are just fun. I got one of these as soon as I started hosting these live streams. But man, get one yourself. Admire your jewelry with it. Let me show you that gallery view. Let me show you that finished under gallery as well. Again, nice little treat for you. Everyday low price on this one is $79.99. Not today, not for you. This is Shop 19. You are going to take advantage of that Live 25 discount code. When you do, that takes it all the way down to $59.99. And we're still letting you put it on 4 budget payments of just $15 a month. $15 a month. So this one, you'll still get your free shipping after your discount code, as it's at $59.99.
Shout out to Judy joining us on YouTube.
Ooh, Judy's watching on YouTube. She likes Uruguayan Amethyst. It's her favorite because it's a really dark purple with red flashes. For the past 8 years, there hasn't been anything to compare to what I bought. Amethysts are just too light. Oh yeah, we have, I don't know how many more we have, but yeah, we've also sourced amethysts from Uruguay, and they're lovely as well. And they have kind of that more like natural red undertone flash to them. These ones, it comes from that red hematite rutiles. We also have our Moroccan amethyst, and we have our Moroccan rose amethyst. Our Moroccan rose amethysts are the ones that are a bit of a softer purple, and then just our flat Moroccan amethysts are more of that jammy, grape jam, deep dark color. But yeah, Judy, I'm a big fan of the Uruguayan amethyst as well. I just happen to only have my Moroccans out here, but check our website, call that personal shopper number. I'm sure that they have some Uruguayan amethyst in stock somewhere. There might be too little for them to even give them to me on my live stream, so who knows? But another lovely source for this beloved quartz. ME.
That was me.
No, I'm joking. Elias chiming in, and the way it displays to me is that ME, all caps, got in, but I know it's me. And me is him. And
My last and first name. Acronym. It spells me.
well, but ME also means something different here. It means micro enterprise. that's very inside jokey, so you're not going to get that at home. But obviously, me and Elias just got a bit of a chuckle out of it. Ooh, we're getting ME.
And with our stunner deal.
We're ending with the showstopper that's going to stop the show in my final moments, my final minutes. I got about 90 seconds to really knock this one out, but it's going to knock you out. Check it out. Look at this thing, this octagon cut, this Shop 20 deal, this Shop 20 presentation with all that sparkle, AAA Moroccan amethyst and moissanite, all that sparkle that you see between the round cuts along the edges, and then on the corners you have 3 taper baguette cut moissanites per corner for a total of 12, of course. Yes, it's a 14 by 10 millimeter Moroccan amethyst at the center, 7.02 carats, 40 round moissanites, and 12 baguette cuts. I'll give you the quick kind of like TV tour here. These are your trapezoidal tapered baguette cuts, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then on each side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have your 6 and 7 for your 13 round cut moissanites there, your 7 round cut moissanites at the bottom, and of course the same at the top, the same at the right side of your beautiful ring. And showing you that under gallery, nice and quick, nice and finished, nice and smooth and comfortable on the finger when you wear it. It's a beautiful stone. It's a beautiful carat white. The last opportunity I've got to put a loop on it and look for those red rutiles that make Moroccan amethyst so beautiful and so special as they mine it out there with our buddy Len, who I didn't get to meet in person, but some of my team did. We sent the one and only Michael from the UK out to do that filming because he was a little bit closer to Morocco than I was here in Austin, Texas. Another beautiful piece, man. This one in particular, and look, you're not going to get this one necessarily. I mean, one of you will. But these ones are almost like feathery rutiles, which is, I haven't seen that in one of these today. They're usually a little more stick-like.
Now, we are limited on this auction. We have exactly a dozen available.
Yes, we only have 12 of these, and those 12 are interspersed between our sizes 8, 9, and 10. We are out of the size 6 and out of the size 7. So there's that. 8.5 carats total gem weight. Biggest individual amethyst that I have in the entire show. Like I said, the showstopper to stop the show. Showstopper to stop the show. Moroccan Amethyst Moissanite. This is, of course, rhodium over sterling silver. We talked about rhodium. Platinum family of metals. Gives you a little bit more shimmer. Gives you a little bit more shine. A little more durability. Just giving you another layer of precious metal on top of that 925 nickel-free sterling silver. So those are your ingredients. Your moissanites, your Moroccan amethysts, and your silver, and a little bit of rhodium. So, anyways, every day. This one's Shop 20, by the way.
Correct.
We got through 20 items in 2 hours. Good for us. Shop 20, comment Shop 2, SHOP20, no spaces. If you want the link to this one in your DMs, no obligation to buy. Just giving you the roadmap so you can go to the website. Everyday low price here at Shop LC for this. Look at this. I mean, you can see it from back there. You can see it from up there. It's huge.
Beauty.
Everyday low Shop LC price is just $229.99, but not for you, not today. After that live 25 discount code, you want to see my cheat sheet? Like I'm never going to forget this one. One day I'm just going to and stammer, but they have this for me right here. Live 25. Like I'm going to forget, and the big old number that you got behind me too. Anyways, there you go. Live 25 brings you all the way down to $172.49. $172.49 for a 14 by 10 millimeter octagon cut Moroccan amethyst. That's over 7 carats. And we're still letting you take advantage of budget pay, which would be 5 equal, easy, interest-free budget payments of just $34.50. Just $34.50 a month to take home the biggest Moroccan amethyst that they trusted me with in my show. There might be a bigger one somewhere, but they sure didn't give it to me. No, I bet this might be
We have our rough
pretty... Well, yeah, that's actually a good point. Elias says that, yeah, a rough cut. Like sometimes when we have like a rough cut bead necklace or something, of course it's like 80 carats of, but you know, they're chip beads. There's nothing wrong with that. I love a nice little organic look like that as well. But I doubt we have, if we do, we probably don't have that many of a Moroccan amethyst of this size. So that is the grand finale. That is the showstopper. For just $172.49, you can have a beautiful Moroccan amethyst.
We have our dollar auction where we have some amethyst as well.
Oh, you just have to... How big is that one? It looks huge. Well, that's an 8... Okay, we got an octagon 8 by 6 millimeter African amethyst. Not Moroccan... Well, of course, Moroccan amethyst is African amethyst, but this is just simply from... Okay, you just got a... Oh, Peter. Peter just got 6 carats of loose Moroccan amethysts for $8. These are our $1 rising auctions on our website, shoplc.com. Go to shoplc.com. There's a tab near the top. But
Find your budget, find your price, find your shop.
okay, so here. We got just enough time here. So right now we have an 8 by 6 millimeter octagon cut African amethyst loose that somebody, Audrey, is about to win it for $3 unless somebody else bids within the next 22 seconds. So I want to see who's going to win this one. I want to see if somebody comes in and beats Audrey, or if Audrey's about to get 1.2 carats of amethyst for just $3. Well, she's going to have to pay shipping because she's nowhere near that $50 threshold. 3, 2, 1. Audrey won it. Estimated savings, it's really tiny, and the TV here, over 90, it's like 95%, I think. So yeah, Audrey just won a loose amethyst for $3. But see, like, now in 2 seconds, Linda just won a necklace, and in 3 seconds, Maria's about to win a handbag. Ooh, I know those clutches. That clutch with all the individually set. We really should be letting that thing go for 31. But look, these things go on all day, and like a new one ends like every 5 seconds practically. You can even sort the online auctions by like what you're looking for. So if you're not interested in the handbags, or if you're only interested in the handbags, you can check the things for it to just show you what you're interested in.
Your price, your budget.
But you can pay as little as $1. You can actually take home something from that part of our website for just $1. If you're a RoboCop fan, you know, I'll buy that for $1. Well, you can get some pretty scary deals on that. It's sometimes that's the part of it that I don't even know how well. I know how we do it. There are a lot of the. I say I have the leftovers. Well, they have the leftovers. When it gets down to like one piece, that's how we move those out. Like I said, we're all motivated by trying to get those locations freed up in our warehouse so that we can get the new stuff in and start presenting the new fashions for the spring and the summer and all that fun stuff. So, hope you enjoyed watching Moroccan Amethyst with me, Casey Ford. I'm not sure if I'm going to be back next Thursday. If it's one of our town hall meetings, I'm not going to. Actually, no, I should probably be here next Thursday, 2 to 4 p.m. Central Time. I don't know what I'm going to have yet. And I think I've already been asked to do another Friday show at some point, but keep me busy here at Shop LC. But I love it. I love doing these live streams. I love interacting with you. And thanks so much to everybody who wrote in today. I've gotten more comments and interactions than I usually get out here, and that really keeps my spirits up, and that's what really motivates me to keep coming back. So take care. Hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you when I see you.